Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about, is buy-to-let going to work in 2025 or is it finally dead? You see, we've had so many videos this year that have been doom and gloom for landlords. There's so much difficult stuff for them to contend with. You've got the Renters' Rights Bill, which means a lot of landlords are worried about getting access to their properties if they don't get paid rent. You had interest rates that went through the roof, sometimes tripling or quadrupling landlords' payments. You had all sorts of tax implications. You've got EPC stuff on the horizon and so much more. In fact, it led to 30% of landlords quitting the market, with even more currently listing their properties for sale right now to get out of the market. So, is it going to work in 2025? Well, I'm going to talk about that in this video. If you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to my channel over there and hit that bell notification. We've got new property content every single day on this channel. We talk house prices, interest rates, investing in property, and much, much more. And let's get more views on this video, because this is going to be really helpful, by smashing the like button, tickling the like button, doing something to that like button. That kicks in the YouTube algorithm and pushes it out to more people. So take a moment to do that. So, buy-to-let, like I said, it's definitely tougher. You've got interest rates that are high, you've got legislation that is coming on the horizon. So should you do it? Yes, I think buy-to-let is still a very, very good strategy. In fact, it's one of the easiest ways to make wealth. You see, I'm a property owner, I'm a business owner as well, and I know full well if I get ill or I need to pass on my business, I have two daughters. I've got one that's 4 and one that's 24. I have a marketing agency. It's unlikely that they're going to take that from me. They might sell it, but it more than likely wouldn't operate very well without me. But my property business is very, very different. You see, I started this channel to look to buy some investments for Georgia and Emily and make sure that they get set up in life. They'll be able to have a more secure future without having to worry about pensions, and hopefully get them started when they want to buy their own property. So property is easier. Historically, it works. It just has been a little tougher of more recent times. So what would work as a buy-to-let? Well, first of all, why it would work now is to buy the property in a company. So the majority of my property portfolio I own in my personal name. I started investing in 1999, and for decades, that was how we did it. We invested in our personal name, and most landlords have property in their personal name. However, the rules changed. It got less tax efficient to buy it in your personal name. You now pay tax on the gross rent. You can't write off deductibles. It's not as great to do it. But if you do it in a limited company, which is how I invest now, that's how I invest for my daughters, you can write off costs. And that is the way to do it. So it's much more efficient to do it in a limited company. So the landlords that own in their personal name, those are the ones that are leaving the market. It's not the landlords that are buying new deals in limited companies. Those deals work, they are more tax efficient. Now, to make it work in 2025, it's important that you do something very, very important, and that's only buy properties that you can add value. You must be able to add value to a property. If you can't do that, then it's not going to be a very good deal. So I would never buy a new build property. I have 0 new build properties in my portfolio, and I never plan to buy one. I see these in Croydon. I live in Dorking. I work in Dorking. I live in Caterham, and Croydon's down the road. I went to Croydon with Georgia the other day. I looked around, there's all these skyscrapers being built. Those aren't the properties that I would buy, but they advertise to amateur landlords. They want to sell you them as a buy-to-let investment, and they guarantee rent for the first few years and help you with deposits and all these sorts of things. The problem with a new build property is you can't add value, And often after the initial purchase, like a car, it drops in value because it's never new again, is it? It's new the first time. So I look to buy rundown properties. If you look at the older videos on this channel, if you go to the videos tab, you can search by oldest. Look at those. You can see me buying a property for Georgia from auction. I bought for 60 grand. I refurbed the property. I got some money out, but I also built equity in that property, and that gave me protection. So we add value with a strategy called the BRRR strategy. And that stands for buy, refurbish, refinance, rent. That's what you need to be doing. I just did this in Dorking recently. If you look at the videos from this summer, I bought a studio flat for 120,000. I spent no more than 6,000 renovating that property. And a few months later, I've already had it revalued and remortgaged for £170,000. So the uplift in value was 50, although we spent 6 to get there. That's a good return on your investment. And that's what you need to look for, those types of deals. Now, those types of deals are more prevalent in this type of market. Landlords want to quit. They've got tired properties that need a lick of paint, need a bathroom. That's where I'd start. I wouldn't be building extensions and doing all this stuff to start with. I'd find something that's run down, needs a little bit of work that you can add value. And if you check the older views from the summer this year, you can see where I did exactly that with the BRRR strategy. So we buy, we refurbish, then we refinance. That means take a new mortgage, and that gets us some of our deposit back, and we've made some equity in that property. So that's a good strategy to do. And one of the other strategies that works well at the moment is one called HMOs. This stands for House of Multiple Occupancy. It's where you rent the property out on a room by room basis. It gives you more cash flow, and cash flow and rent is very important. You need good cash flow. If you've got 5-6 rooms in a property, then your rent will go up at astronomical rates, and that will give you the ability to make even more cash flow, save that towards future properties as well. So HMOs are a great strategy. We've got some content on the channel about that one as well. And here's some other reasons why 2025 will be a good year if you start from scratch. It's actually easier to buy a new deal because the lenders won't lend to you if the deal doesn't stack up. They're going to do all the due diligence for you. They're going to value it. They're going to see what the market rent is. They're going to check all of that, and they won't lend to you unless it's a good deal. But here's 2 things to consider are also going to happen in 25. Rates are going to go down. Very likely that they're going to go down. Bank of England's already said that. So that's important. Interest rates will go down. That means your mortgage payments will go down. That's good. And the other thing on the opposite side is rents are going up. And rents are going to continue to go up because a lot of landlords have quit. And they're going to carry on quitting because they own it in their personal name. It doesn't work so well in your personal name. And that's why in 2025, you can make more margin because there's less rental stock and more people that want to rent. That pushes rents up. They're going up higher than inflation. They went up 10% this year. Could be similar next year as well. So that means there's more margin to be made. So it will work. Now, how do you figure all this stuff out? Well, I did a Black Friday deal that hundreds of you took. And I want to open that again for you guys here right now. So I'm going to link below the fundamentals of property investing. It's £25. £25 where you can learn all of this stuff, HMOs, BRRR, how to find deals, all of the important stuff. It's a one-off charge. It's not a monthly recurring fee. Go and buy that and invest in that. Get the knowledge, implement it, and get 2025 the year where you start investing in property. Trust me, you won't regret it. Do like this video. Do share it with someone that you know that should also be checking this stuff out. Everyone else is selling these courses for thousands. You can get it here for £25. Do check out all the other content on my channel as well, including this video right here.